Hi Sagittarius, this is Just with your June 13th, 14th, 2020 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Please excuse the raspiness of my voice. It hasn't caught up with the day, so I might sound it's a little bit more bass in my voice than usual. But anyway, Sagittarius, looking at this spread, I had to say at first, this is going to be a very liberating week. Okay, for some of you. Now, there is some very poignant points happening here. Particularly, let's look at the home life first. For some of you in the home, if you or someone in your home is a police officer, security guard, or have been held up someplace, right? Monitoring, defending, guarding, get all of those things. Areas that's going to change. This person needs to change. You may have some people, especially if they're in law enforcement, they may just up and quit, say they can't deal with it anymore. They don't want to deal with it anymore. So there's something about having to kind of, I guess, defend oneself, or be on guard that is ending. For some of you, it's not about a cop or anything like that. It just has to do with your home life. Some of you are just saying to yourself, you know what? I have too much good in my life and too many great things going on in my life to give in to stress, anxiety, angst, and worry. Okay. And you're letting it go. If it's not you, it's someone in your life. Some of you, meaning someone in your home, excuse me. Some of you, I feel that you're letting go of drama. You're letting go of too much. Whatever's too much, meaning it's too much stress on my head. It's too much stress on my heart. It's too much stress, on my well-being. You're letting it go. I do see more baths, and that would be definitely beneficial for a lot of you. If you take more baths, drink more water, wash your hair, give yourself some pampering, right? Spa treatments, that sort of thing. But not just you, also your home. So declutter, scrub down your place, right? Mop, steam clean, that sort of thing. But something that is more purifying is what you need to do all around you, because therein lies tranquility, but more than that, benefit, right? And I do see your home being very protected, at least at this time. If you work from home, you will find that there's an uptick and you're kind of busy at this time, which is a good thing. You may feel overwrought and overrun working from home as well. Like it's just a lot. But all you need to do is just take some time and time management. That's all you need to do. You need to do time management and put more back into yourself at the end of the day, whether it be first thing in the morning or at night, and you should be fine. Take care of your health. And you guys, I know I don't go into health too tough or anything like that, but definitely take care of your health. If you've been doing a little too much, step back. I do feel like you guys are feeling pretty strong, independent financially. You're doing really well. And the one thing I see that could be a really good thing for you guys is that you're not spending that much money. You may be really holding on to your money. And as a result, you can see at least six. I get the sixes. So for some of you, it'll be $60. Hell, some of you be $6, 600, 6,000, that sort of thing. But I get in the sixes more, or even this month, 60% more than what you normally would, because you've been cutting back. Or you may even go 6 whole days and not spend 1 cent, that sort of thing. But you will see an increase by being more money conscious, or just not ripping and running. Again, you guys aren't living off of your ego or your desires at this time. I see a lot of chilling too, just chilling, taking your time, taking a step back. You are in a double emotional energy. I'm going to tell you now, your mental state hasn't been the best, or at least meaning presently, it's not been the best. You may feel restless, even though you're rested, right? You could have slept 8, 9, 10 hours and you wake up and you're still not completely settled. And we do know that that eclipse was no joke on Sagittarius, and it probably is still lingering. But I do feel through that process, it could have kicked back up for some of you, some loss. My condolences for any of you who actually has experienced loss, and definitely take care of your health, because I see issues that could be with heart, some area of body. So be careful with that as well. But I do see a sense of loss. And if it's not you and you're saying you feel fine, it could be someone around you that may not even be in your life, but, they're thinking about you really heavily about this particular loss. Now, as we get into the week, going into next week, I feel like a lot of you are starting to mentally strip yourselves of the stress, the worry, the anxiety, and feeling trapped and bound by something. You will be investing, for some of you, in yourself. Business, whether it be class, you're probably looking to either be a teacher or join a class or join a group and invest in yourself in some kind of way. So that looks really good for you. However, if you are a male, even females, I feel like some of you are going to have to wait. You may have to do something before you can actually start. You can start where you want to start, right? Like you have to take prerequisites, or you have to do something before you can actually start. And for some male Sagittarius, I see just more of a waiting. It's a waiting game. But someone may give you this information, just help you along. I see the men getting more help as the women are being kind of guided, but they have to do the work. Does that make sense? Meaning you can get something for free. You can get something given to you, but you have to kind of, one, you have to trust what is being said to you. You have to do what's being asked of you. And you're going to have to, I'm not going to say bow down, even though I just said it, but you may feel like you have to be subservient. Does that make sense? You have to serve before you can get what it is that you want. Everyone is saying what? That doesn't make any sense. As the week goes on, for some of you, you'll understand what I'm saying. Like you have to give, and that's for female Sagittarius. And male Sagittarius, there'll be a woman giving, or someone is just going to help you get there, if that makes sense. This could be something that you've been wanting to do, and everything is just going to start falling into place as far as like, I could do this, I could do that, I can do that. And you're playing no games. No games. I'm not going to, well, I keep saying I'm not going to say. I get a sprinkle of ruthlessness, and that's just because you're back on that fire energy. I want what I want, and that's all I can see. And I do feel because you're so focused on getting something. It's something that all of you want individually, and you're going to be so focused on getting it and almost willing to do whatever you need to do. I also get this chameleon energy, right? So whatever you need to do, however you need to do it, you're willing to do it to get to your end goal. And it does look like it could be quite positive for you guys. Also see more money coming to you by weeks and going into next week. So a good money week for you guys, but still be conservative. Looks like you have been. Keep on that same road. Career wise, if you are looking for, if you have a 9 to 5, it looks like you're doing research, planning, strategizing. I'm sorry, for your business, you're researching, planning, and strategizing to start a new area of business or roll out something different with business. You may be hearing from someone. Some of you could be thinking about collabing and that sort of thing. But if there's another person involved with business, there's a lot of communication going back and forth there. And then there will be some form of offer. I do see an offer coming in. So for some of you, it could be a very positive offer coming your way. Others of you, I feel, like I said, if you're working a 9 to 5, you could be hearing what the next steps are going to be as far as that job is concerned, and it all looks very positive. Now, let's get into love. Let me see how long I have. Okay, it's not bad at all. So let's get into love. Sagittarius singles. Well, some of you are coming out of a disastrous place. Okay. And this is like the aftermath of, for some of you, it's the aftermath of a breakup, and you're coming out of it. You're not rushing out in the street, just trying to hook up with people and feed your ego and just, live off of your desires. I see that very clearly. Yes, you do want new love, but with many stipulations. It's like at this point, someone has to sign on a dotted line with blood. And so that speaks to there still needing to be healing, right? Because even though I don't care how long it's been, it may still be that you're not out of the woods completely, but you're closer out of the woods than what you were before, right? And I've said that before, and for everyone it's different, but it looks like this week things really start to move you closer away from whatever trauma you've experienced. It's still a challenge. And again, that being said, meeting new people, and it's an opportunity to meet people, and people are pretty blunt and bold with you right now. They're saying how they feel. They're coming at you. You may have already gotten communication with people, but it's almost like a double-edged sword. So it can be it's very honest, but it may come off a little too harsh, right? And I feel that for some of you Sag singles, you may look at people as if they have an angle. What's your angle? But you can't blame new people for old people shit, okay? So I feel that for some of you Sag singles, there's a sense of you kind of moving forward, cutting yourself loose from what binds you of the past and starting afoot new, starting something new. You may even be thinking about traveling, going someplace new, just doing something different and putting yourself in new and fun spaces. You are going to attract people, Sag women, who are kind of expect people to cater to them. They do. If you haven't already, you will attract men who expect women to cater to them. Men who has a bit of a short fuse, and I mean, hopefully it's not too short or too crazy, but I mean, like when they communicate, they expect communication quickly. Whatever they do, they expect reciprocity as equally. You may not be, following to the beat of their drum. And I do feel that even if there is someone who likes to be catered to, likes a lot of attention, I feel like something about that is going to trigger you and make you feel like, no, I don't want to fall into this submissive role. I want something that's a little bit more light and fun and equal is what it looks like to me. And so I feel if you are interested in getting into the dating role, single Sagittarius, you may come across, like, first of all, you're going to be very dynamic. People are going to completely notice you no matter what room you walk in. You will be noticed. But again, because of that powerful energy that a lot of you will have this week going into next week, you will be quite intimidating. Quite intimidating. And I feel seriously, your mindset is still on this happy home, happy life, happy family more than a relationship. And when you have to kind of fall in line with that normal, the traditional, oh, you have to sit and go in a group and socialize and be picked and chosen, or just go through the same, meeting a guy and this and that. Some of you are breaking out of that mold, that like you're going to flip it on its head and do something different is what it looks like to me. You don't want to go through the same thing that you usually went through with the same old people in the same situation. Like, you want to shake shit up. So I don't know who is into like online dating or chatting or how it works, but you will definitely find some Sagittariuses that are in there shaking some stuff up. Tauruses, Geminis, may be very prominent in love for you at this time. Libras as well too. Men, you will find that women, it's not going to be so easy for you to kind of get the woman that you want, meet the woman that you want. She may be stung and she may need a little coaxing to, be interested. And that may be a bit of a challenge to convince her mentally because she's kind of stuck. Other women may be a little too codependent, which can be quite damaging for you. But I do feel Sag men will, like, it doesn't matter wherever you go, you will have the pick of the litter. That doesn't mean that all that litter is good. I just explained that, but you will have a pick here. And some of you may be missing, or someone from your past could be missing you, or vice versa. I just get, for some of you Sagittarius singles, you're subconsciously measuring people against someone from your past, if that makes any sense. You may not even be conscious that you're doing it. And so, yeah, some of you Sag men may have that energy of like, I don't care who belongs to who, I want them and I'm going to get them. So it looks like to me. But you're going to calm down. That may just be that may be over this next weekend, but I do feel like you're going to calm down. All this energy will calm down. And if there has been like you getting to know someone and starting to date someone, there could be, a wanting to, take the relationship to the next level, singles, and see how, how it would go. But it's almost like somebody is like someone is fighting unnecessarily to maintain a sense of independence or authority. And it's like, listen, you don't have to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. It's that type of thing. But again, it's like a day or two of foolery, and then it calms down, is what it looks like to me. Sag women, you will be sitting perched, expecting everyone to just come. Anyway, then this may go on all the way into Libra season, but we'll see. Let me know in the comment section below if that's your case. Sag couples, do I say, are you pissed? Are you pissed about something? Ooh, you holding a grudge? That's what it looks like. Yeah, you still love them, but something you found out something. You may have a manipulator, a player, a scandal could have come out to some extent, and now it's like, what's going on? Your person, especially if the two of you live together, they're especially if you're a Sag woman, this man is overworked, and he's in a danger zone because not only is he overworked, but he overthinks a lot, and he's easily stressed, and he keeps a lot in, and that's not a good combination. While you're just like, huh, what, are you okay, everything okay? No, he's not okay, but you may not be noticing that this man is not okay. You may, if you pay enough attention, you can pick up on his he has these little subtle cues that shows that he is not okay. And you need to think back, when's the last time he's been okay? He just seems like he's here, but he's not here. Some of you could be dealing with that. And, if you live with your person, I feel like you may have someone who's quite preoccupied, especially if they're starting a new business, they're starting something new, they're starting something new. And that may not leave a lot of time for the two of you. They've tried to convince you that everything is okay, and they just need to go take care of this, and I feel like either your needs are not getting met or their needs are not getting met, and it could be both, obviously. But even that, I feel, will kind of subside a little bit as we get into the next week. Things could possibly work a little bit better. A lot of it has to do with time management. A lot of it has to do with care, time, and attention. You and your mate, simple and plain Sagittarius, you need alone time. And you two of you may just be alone, but you need no TV, no cell phone, no, you seen what happened, did you hear about this, did you know? No, none of that. No, you're on the phone with your girlfriend in the tub and he's watching sports, if that's even a thing now. No, it needs to be together for a period of time, together again, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, together again. That's what the two of you are lacking. That's what's missing here in this relationship. And that's for real. Okay. Confusion, illusions, and what is it called? Confusions, illusions, and confrontation. Who is she? What is going on here? What's going on here? And, it's bringing your relationship down, I have to say. Love is possible. Love is very much it's still here. There's still love between the two of you. The challenge is being on the same page at the same time. Okay? That part. And also someone isn't having enough sex. Now, if somebody's health is declining, and especially if you have a man in your life that is very physical, they like it constantly, or probably more, and they've not been initiating, that's another sign of some health issues. So Sagittarius, pay attention to your mate. Women, okay? And listen, don't give it to me about the whole, why it has to be women? Because it looks like these men are falling apart. That's what I'm saying. Women, pay attention to your man. Do you do what you want to do? Okay? Do what you want to do. Yeah, too much work. Somebody has too much work, not enough love. Okay, and somebody is more focused on what their next moves are going to be, what they need to be doing, and the reciprocity could be a bit of a challenge. And somebody is too much in their head thinking about, should they leave or should they stay? Do they want to go? Because someone could very well not be feeling it as much as they used to at this point, but hasn't pulled the trigger to move on yet from this relationship, is what it looks like to me. But there's deep thoughts, and by the time we get into Virgo season, perhaps these thoughts will turn into actions. Remember, I said that. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship. How do they feel about you? What do they want to tell you? What's the challenge that they have with you? What else? Actually, I'm kind of remixing my reading, so it's just a read about the two of you, their feelings, your feelings, and how's it's all going to work out. What will be the result of the relationship? We're also going to pull Aries for Pisces. How do they feel? So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below. It also gives you details on what we go through. If you want to comment, do so in the comment section below. If you want to get a personal reading, click the link to my website. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.